I thought I would just come on here and introduce the April video because today is the 1st of April. I've just got up. Whilst I'm introducing the video, I thought I could talk about my TBR for the month. As always, my TBR is really loose. If I don't stick to it, that is absolutely fine. The general gist is just for me to actively look at my bookshelves and pick from books that have been sitting there for a little while. I pick one book for each week of the month. So in April, there's 5 weeks. They're not all complete weeks, but it spans over 5 different weeks. So I've picked 5 books. Also, they're not in any particular order. This is just how I've stacked them. The first one on the TBR pile is Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. I actually already started reading this and I just haven't got round to finishing it, so I would like to finish it this month. I'm up to chapter 4, page 57, so I'm not too far into it. There's so many books here on the bed behind me that I'm like struggling to stack them. The next one on the list is The Salt Path by Raina Wynn, and again I already started reading this but didn't get very far into it. Ironically, I'm on chapter 4 in this as well. The next book on my April TBR is You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. I believe this became like a series or something, a film or something recently. I haven't seen it or anything, so I'm not sure the ins and outs of the story. I did read Beach Read by Emily Henry. It's not the best book I've ever read, or my favourite book that I've ever read, should I say, but it has made me intrigued by her other books. And even though they're independent stories, I believe, like they all stand alone, I do like to try and read an author's work in the order that it was published. So I believe this one was published after Beach Read, so this is the one that I would like to read next. The next book on the TBR pile stack is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. And this is a historical fiction book. I haven't picked up a historical fiction book in a while. I believe that this book is classed as a historical fiction, so technically I have, but anyone who has followed my sort of book stuff for a long time will know that historical fiction in the World War II period is like my time to read about in history. I absolutely love reading about that time. Obviously very sad and emotional, but it's my favourite time in history to read stories surrounding. I did actually try reading this a long time ago and I ended up DNFing it. I just couldn't get into it at the time. It's never a hard DNF unless I've tried it a couple of times and I'm just not getting into it. If it's the first time I've tried it and I've DNF'd it, I am always willing to go back to it. So I put this one onto the list this month. And then the final one that I've put on the list for April is a more recent purchase, but I'm just curious to read it, and it's Jaws by Peter Benchley. I have obviously seen the film. I feel like a lot of people are going to be very familiar with the film and know what happens. And then it says on the back of the book, Peter Benchley's Jaws first appeared in 1974. Alongside Steven Spielberg's film adaptation, the book has sold over 20 million copies around the world, becoming a cult classic. Like I said, I feel like a lot of people are really familiar with the film, so will know what happens, and that's no different for me. Like, I'm exactly the same. But I just want to read the book and see how the book compares. I do really like the movie. I feel like it is a movie of its time though, isn't it? Like, the effects and things aren't that great in comparison to what we're familiar with. Also, I've just noticed, I've just flicked, and in the back of this there is actually pictures from the film. So this is when they were making the film adaptation of it, which I think is quite sweet to put that into newer releases of this book, because it's nice to have the two comparisons. They all go together quite nice. I've got 2 blues, 2 whites and a pink. Today is Thursday and I just got back. It's still only early in the morning. It's 5 to 11. I just got back from the doctor's. I went for an appointment yesterday because I haven't been I was gonna say I haven't been feeling very well. I've been fine, But there has been a couple things happening where I was like, I feel like I just need to mention this to someone and see what they say. So I went to a doctor's appointment yesterday. I'm not going to go into it too much, but that's what's been happening lately. A thing that I actually was coming to mention in the video that I wanted to put in to kind of document and remember. And I'm going to try and do it without crying, which is probably going to be impossible because I've done nothing but cry about it for the past couple of days. As I'm filming this clip, I haven't even uploaded the January video yet. And I was conflicted whether to add this clip into the January video because obviously that's, for me now, going to be the next one that's uploaded. But I decided to keep them as they are and to put this in the April video and put it true to time. But obviously by the time this April video goes up, a bit of time will have passed in real time. In the early hours of yesterday morning, Moofy passed away. She was a German Shepherd. She got ill really quickly. She was a bit of a hybrid dog. She technically was my sister's dog. She belonged to my sister. But in some senses she was also a family dog because she lived here in the family home and we all kind of pitched in to take care of her and so on, but technically she was my sister's dog. I think something that happens with grief, it doesn't matter who you're grieving, but something that happens with grief, this happened when my granddad passed away, it's happened with Moofy, it happened with my auntie when she passed away, it happened with Ty when he passed away. You think that grieving is going to be missing them, which obviously it is, but I also think that a part of grieving is the things that you didn't expect that remind you of them constantly. So with Moofy, this morning when I woke up, she'd have usually been laid, I'm gonna cry, she'd have usually been laid on the bedroom floor and she wasn't there obviously. I've just been out to the doctors and come back, she'd have usually been on the other side of the door, she wasn't there. I posted a TikTok, I also posted on my Instagram story about it, saying that it's been a privilege to share sausage rolls with her for the past 12 years, and it's true. And I posted a little video on TikTok of some of the videos I found on my phone of us sharing sausage rolls. And it all started actually because this is going back like a long time, but I'd been out with my mum, we'd been shopping, I'd bought a sausage roll and I put it on the side whilst I came upstairs to take my shoes and coat off. And when I went back downstairs, I said to my mum, I was like, where have you moved my sausage roll to? And she was like, I haven't touched your sausage roll. I was like, well, I put it on the kitchen side and it's not there. And Moofy had stolen it. So that's sort of how us sharing sausage rolls came about. She would have been 12 in June. That's quite a big chunk of your life to like have someone there and then they're not. I have this picture of me and Moofy here actually. I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera because it's a black and white picture and obviously she was a dark dog. But this is one of the first ever pictures me and Moofy took together. And I know she looks pretty big there, but she was actually still quite small for her breed and how big she actually got. But as a German Shepherd, she actually was never really that big. She was always quite small. Yeah, she was definitely a gentle giant with everyone. Apart from when she got a bit overexcited and she would knock people over and things over, but generally she was very, very gentle. And wherever she is, I hope they've got plenty of sausage rolls for her because that's what she'll be wanting. But yeah, obviously I make these videos to document things. A lot of the time, the things that I'm wanting to document are positive and things that I'm going to enjoy looking back on, and I'm not going to enjoy looking back on this, but it's happened and it's significant, so I wanted to put it in and mention it. I'm just going to be pottering about for the day, but if you do want to know, one of the things that I'm going to be doing is reading my book. I'm still reading Cleopatra and Frankenstein, but I am almost finished. I've got 2 chapters left, which is actually, they're quite big-ish chapters. I think it works out to be about 50 something pages, but I am like coming to the end of that book, so that will be finished, I believe, by the end of the weekend, maybe even by the end of today. But obviously I'm doing some other things as well today, so I am just going to be pottering. I don't really have plans to film any of it. I decided today that I was going to export the January video from my computer so that I had it kind of ready as soon as I got an opportunity to go and upload it. I actually edited the January video a little while ago, and I've just not got around to exporting it. And obviously, because I make and upload these videos for myself, I'm not on an upload schedule or anything, so I'm very much of the frame of mind of like, I'll get around to it when I get around to it, which I probably shouldn't be, because I do want to kind of upload them as close to time as I can. I don't want to feel bombarded with so much all at once. But I never got around to exporting the January one. I've edited it. It's all together. I just need to watch it back and export it, which is what I'm doing today. So I've just come onto my computer and I just thought I'd show you the first thing that I saw. Let me just mute it so that you don't have to like listen to the same thing over and over again. But this is the first thing I saw. There she is. This was when it snowed a little bit in January, and she went outside to look at the snow. And I forgot I even had these clips, but... And this is one of the things that got me back into vlogging for myself and for my own memories. If I hadn't have started vlogging again, I wouldn't have those clips. And yeah, they're simple clips. So yeah, I'm just watching through it and just checking that it is how I want it to be, and then I'm going to export it, and then I have it ready for whenever I get a chance to upload it. So I am getting ready to go out. I'm meeting a friend in about an hour and a half. You're slanted because you're on the bed, and obviously the bed's soft. So yeah, I'm sort of halfway through getting ready to meet a friend. I need to put my jewellery on and like my shoes and a coat. It looks like it's gonna rain. But I was just getting ready and I heard the door, like the letterbox. When I went to look, like get the post out of the letterbox, that used to be Moofy's job. She liked doing that. When I went to get the post, I saw that there was a little card, and the vets have sent a card to say sorry for your loss. I should have brought it and shown it in the video. It's like a little card and it's got a cat and a dog on the front, like a drawing of a cat and a dog on the front. It's really sweet. I bought this little frame from TK Maxx yesterday, and I put the picture of me and Moofy in, and I'm going to put it on my gallery wall that I'm slowly building up. And I actually have another picture of me and Moofy, and I saw a different frame and I bought it, and I've put that in there. I do have other pictures of me and her, but I don't have them printed out. I want to get them printed out, so they might swap and change. There might be more that come in the future, but yeah, this picture that I have of me and her it's a really small picture, so I knew I needed to find a really small frame for it. But whilst I have mentioned TK Maxx, I bought a bag yesterday, and I want to show you it because it was one of those things where I saw it, I couldn't decide whether to get it, and then I sort of said to myself, you're gonna think about it if you don't buy it, and then when you come back it's probably not going to be there, so just buy it. And it's this DKNY bag that has the DKNY print all over it, and then it's got apples, and then it's got the little chain. I have been getting back into like shoulder bags and little bags that go on your shoulder, and I'm actually really pleasantly surprised how much you can fit in this. I've put my stuff in ready to go out because I am going to use this today, and it's got in it, I've only put in it what I need. I haven't carried like been carrying around anything I don't need. It's got my house keys, it's got my purse, it's got, gonna have my phone. A pack of tissues because I get very watery eyes. I don't know, I think as I'm getting older I'm like developing hay fever. I've got my sunglasses in there, like it fits in more than you'd expect, so thought I'd come and mention that the card came, and it's been a week without her. So I just got back from a very short shopping spree trip because I actually have two friends' birthdays coming up, and I needed a card for one of them, and there were a couple of bits that I wanted to pick up for the other one. I just thought I would show the bits that I've bought recently. These aren't all in relation to birthdays, some of them are things that I've bought for myself, but I thought I would just kind of do a very small collective haul. The first thing I'm going to show, I don't remember if I've already shown this, so I might have already shown it, in which case I'll cut this clip quite short. But the first thing is something that I bought for myself. I went in TK Maxx looking for something and couldn't find what I was looking for, but I saw this bag and I could not leave it behind. It's this DKNY little shoulder bag, and I'm really getting back into shoulder bags recently, and kind of smaller bags. I'll show you this as well before I forget. I bought myself a belt, and it's a chain belt, and I was not on the lookout for one of these, but I was in Primark looking for something and I saw this belt and again could not leave it behind. It was, I think it was £4, and decided to put it on today with my outfit because I just really wanted to wear it. I don't know if it necessarily goes with this outfit, but I just really wanted to wear it. I also recently purchased the top that I'm wearing. Again, I don't remember if I spoke about this t-shirt before in this video. It just says okay but first coffee, and it's like little bedazzled, what do you call these? Not sequins, but like that kind of thing. Again, found it in TK Maxx, was not looking for it. So the next things, I actually have a birthday coming up of someone who I know, and I've bought her a couple of little things. She likes pigs and she also likes adult colouring books. So I found some adult colouring books and I purchased them for her. And I also got her some of the Percy Pig sweets. Today I was actually purchasing something for myself and I thought that she might like one, potentially. So I got her one. I don't know whether she's going to use it or not, but I got her one because I thought she might like one. But I knew that I wanted one, so I've bought myself one for my like journaling supplies, and supplies that I use when I'm reading, so like my tabs, my highlighters, that kind of thing. And they're little like pencil cases. I say little, they're not that little. I'm gonna have to hold them like a little bit higher because of the sun. But I got a pink one and a blue one. I think I'm gonna give her the pink one just because she is like a pink type of gal. So this is the pink one. It's got this absolutely stunning print on the front. And then I purchased myself the blue one, the like powder blue one, because I just thought this colour was stunning, and it's got this like floral print like all over it. When you unzip it, it's got these like front pockets and then the main kind of compartment in the back. I also bought a couple of cards because Typo had some really good cards, you know, just to have laying around for when you need one. And obviously I've got a couple of birthdays coming up, so I thought that these might be handy to have. I've just realised they're all cat themed. I bought 3. So the first one that I bought is this one. It says on it, "Happy birthday, hope the year ahead is as happy as this cat." I also bought this one, which says, "A birthday toast to the coolest cat I know." And then I bought this one, and this one says, "Ready with my party hat on." And I just think they're all so cute. They're plain inside, so you can write your own message. The last thing that I picked up, I was having a conversation with a couple of friends about a week ago, and I said that I wanted to get into gaming, and I wanted to get into a game that didn't require anything from me and was kind of like a series. You kind of played it, not, you don't have to play it every day, but every time you played it, it kind of progressed. I didn't want one that's like levels and things like that. I just wanted one that you progress with it. Everyone knows that I love Roller Coaster Tycoon, and that for me is a progression game. Like every time you go on it, you build up your park further and further. And I wanted a game similar to that. And one of my friends suggested Stardew Valley, so I picked it up today. I had a look at it the other day to see sort of the general gist of it and the idea of it. And it sounded interesting to me, so I actually thought, do you know what, I will pick it up. I like to have the physical games, so that's why I've got this. So those are the things that I've purchased today and recently that I wanted to show, and I just wanted to mention. The next thing I am going to mention is the book that I'm currently reading. I finished Cleopatra and Frankenstein the other day, and I was having a conversation with someone about reading and books and things, and I said that my reading was really thrown off. It really slowed down. I still obviously have an interest in reading, I still want to read and all of that kind of stuff, but my reading routine has really took a hit. But this week, as I'm filming this clip, I'm actually on cat duty. I am on the duty of feeding them in an evening whilst my dad's at work. So I've been going around there to feed them at tea time, and I thought it was the perfect opportunity to get some reading done. So like when I go, I can take my book with me, I can get a bit of reading done whilst the cats are eating. I just feel like it's been a bit of a funny start to the year and whatnot. So I know I've said this a lot, but sometimes it's not even necessarily that there's like something big and major going on. Sometimes you just want to read a book that doesn't require anything from you, and that's fine. I am trying not to purchase any new books at the minute, and I'm trying to get through the books that I already own. I'm not on a book buying ban or anything, but I don't want to just buy books for the sake of buying books. I think I'm actually going to write a post on my book blog about it, because I've actually been thinking about it for a little while and I have my reasons for it. Anyway, completely off topic, that's not what I came to actually talk about. So I picked a book as my next read, and I picked You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. I was a little bit confused because I went to put it on my Goodreads when I decided that this was the book that I was going to read, and I went onto Goodreads and the only book that I could find was People We Meet on Vacation, People You Meet on Vacation. I can't remember which one the right title is. Do I have like a random copy? Like, what's this all about? Like, and it was in that moment that I discovered that the American copy of the book has a different title. I believe the UK and the Australian version have the same title, which is this one, You and Me on Vacation. And then the American book has the American title, which is People We Meet on Vacation. I haven't actually started reading this yet. I am planning to start reading it today. I'm trying to get back into my routine. I'm trying to get back into a routine with things, and one of those things is reading. So this is the next book that I am going to be picking up and going to be reading. Come to feed the cats. You might be able to hear Charlie crunching on the biscuits. And even though it's not anything like interesting really, like they've just eaten, brought my book with me, and I'm gonna sit here and drink my cup of tea and read some of my book. And then I'll go back in a little while when people are due to get home. I actually brought the camera with me. Obviously it's nothing that interesting that I'm doing, but I brought the camera with me because I don't actually remember the last time I showed the cats one of the videos. I assume that I have, but I don't remember when the last time was. And if there's anything that the past couple of weeks has taught me, it's that I want as much things documented, because you really don't know when things are going to change. So I thought I would just show the cats. Here's cat number 1. Hello, Charlie Charlie. Hello. Look at all the food everywhere. That's the letterbox, Charlie. Banging in the wind. Hi, Gingy. Hi. The social butterfly himself. There he is. There he is. Mr. Twinny. Twinny enjoying the sun. Which I'm quite surprised about because you're not much of a sun lover. But you do like to lay in it every once in a while, don't you? I don't think I mentioned this in the vlog because I don't think I've vlogged since. But last week it was Ginger's 14th birthday. So he's an old man now. I mean, he's been an old man for a little while, but he's definitely an old man now. He's 14. Hi, Gingy. You're an old man. Is that not the nicest looking potato you've ever seen in your life? Well, look at him. Morning, I got up, I had my breakfast. I have absolutely been obsessed with yogurt bowls lately. I got up this morning and my first plan of the day is to wash my hair. Now, there's a little bit of a story behind it. I have made an impulsive decision, sort of impulsive. I'm gonna turn my hair pink. Here's the thing, so this is the Bleach London Rosé Pink Shampoo and Conditioner. I'm not dyeing my hair, I'm not putting hair dye on, I'm not using a hair dye. I am literally just going to wash my hair with the pink shampoo and conditioner. I did a strand test the other day because my goal is not to have like fluorescent pink hair. Obviously I've dyed my hair multiple colours in the past, one of them being pink, but when I dyed my hair in the past it was always like really fluorescent, really bright, and that is not what my goal is. My goal is for my hair to just have like a pink hue to it, so I suppose like in certain lights and when the sun's on it you would be able to tell it's pink. Because it's only shampoo and conditioner, it says on it, vegan, PETA approved, no bleach, peroxide or ammonia. Obviously you can use this with hair dye. When I used to dye my hair pink, I used to wash it with a pink shampoo. Because it is shampoo and conditioner, obviously it will have like product in it, but it's not like a straight up hair dye. Rosé shampoo is a gentle cleansing shampoo that deposits colour to maintain or build a pastel pink tone. It works best on hair that's dyed using rosé semi-permanent colour or on bleached blonde hair for a subtle rosé shimmer. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen with mine. Because I'm putting it on my natural hair, like I haven't bleached my hair or anything. Natural hair is not all one tone. It's not. You have some bits that are slightly darker, some bits that are slightly lighter. In which case, I'm expecting the colour to take in the same way, like some bits will be a bit lighter, some bits will be a bit darker. I'm gonna go and do this now. I've got the shampoo and the conditioner, so I'm gonna wash my hair with the shampoo, leave it on for 3 to 4 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer and then I know how long I've left it on for, so I've got a bit of a reference point for in future. 3 to 4 minutes, wash it off, and then I'm gonna put the conditioner on. It also says to leave that for 3 to 4 minutes as well, so I'll do that. Here it is, the moment of truth. What will it turn out like? It's funny because I find that the older that I get, the more I am actually someone who consciously thinks about things. I actually said this the other day to my nanan. I was like, I did a strand test to see what the colour turned out like, whereas when I was younger and I used to dye my hair, I used to just whack a hair dye on, like booking at the hairdressers, whack a hair dye on whatever it was that I was doing with it, without a second thought. Like, whereas now I'm like, okay, if it doesn't turn out the colour that I'm wanting, this and this. Also, another thing, if it does for any reason go too bright for what I'm wanting, I'm thinking that if I keep washing my hair, it'll fade. So if it goes too bright today, I can like wash my hair again tomorrow and it'll fade down a little bit, wash it again, the next day it'll fade down a bit. I know you're not supposed to wash your hair too much, and usually I only wash my hair a couple of times a week, but yeah, I'm just gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna go and do it, and I'll come back to you probably when I've got wet hair. So we'll see what happens. So I haven't styled it yet. I'm about to do that, but this is the end result of me washing my hair with the pink shampoo. Something that I think, like, these front pieces literally said, girl, you want pink hair. I do colour grade my videos, so I'm not sure how it's gonna look on camera. The front pieces have definitely taken a lot better than the rest of the hair. The rest of the hair has sort of like a rose goldy type of tone. I'm not mad at it. It's not quite what I wanted it to be, especially because I said, like, I don't want it to be bright. Am I gonna get the bug? Am I gonna get the hair dyeing bug? I just thought I'd quickly come and show my hair. Now that I've styled it, I'm just waiting for my curls to cool, and then I'm going to brush them out, get a better idea of what it looks like styled. So yeah, this is the hair for now. This is what I'm working with. So yeah, I'm going to wait for the curls to cool, I'm going to brush them out, and then that's it. This is the new hair for a little while, until I get bored of it. Knowing me, I'll be bored of it in like 3 days time. So my hair's got a bit of pink in it for now. So I just thought that I would quickly come and end the April vlog. Yeah, I just thought I'd come and end the April vlog. It has been a bit of a strange month, obviously, for obvious reasons, but yeah, I don't really have much to say. As I'm filming this clip, we are now in May. It's the 2nd of May as I'm filming this clip, so that's why I wanted to come and end the vlog. And I like them all to have clear starts and ends. I just wanted to take the opportunity, it's very bright, I just wanted to take the opportunity to end the April video. I don't actually remember what I filmed in it because obviously my month was completely thrown off. But whatever was in it, I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully in May I can get myself back on track, and I can get myself back on track for all of the things that I want to do and whatnot over spring and summer. So April's come to an end, so I guess I'll see you in May.